Dr. Joanny Liu is a doctor of Chinese medicine here with me this morning, actually, as well as an author too, right? So we'll get to that in just a moment. We're talking about easing test anxiety. School's back in, and anxiety, when it comes to tests, can actually affect your performance quite a bit, can it?
Absolutely, and I want you to know that everybody has complete control over their success.
Okay.
So here's my four-step plan to overcome test anxiety.
Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to... Well, first of all, can we talk about what causes the anxiety?
Well, it's a lack of trust. It's a lack of self-confidence, and that's what we're going to be doing today, is raising that self-confidence.
So I think one of the first things that you suggest is to feed your brain properly.
Yes, the brain is mostly fat, so it's really important to give it high-quality fats like the omega-3s and this flaxseed. So there's 3 teaspoons in 1 serving. And I
can just sneak that into anything. What you're going to make a smoothie of some sort?
A little smoothie.
All right, good. Okay.
And then we can add a cup of water, or better, lemonade or pineapple juice, because these are really good for digesting fats.
Okay, I like that, especially the lemon. That's a flavor I'm a big fan of. Okay. So some of that in there.
And we'll just give it a whirl. Whoops.
Oh, let me just turn that on. There we go. You're good to go.
Okay, but this is what the finished product looks like.
Okay.
Would you like to try some?
I would like to try some. Sure, why not? Why wouldn't I? I want to feed my brain. Sounds good.
Delicious?
Yeah, and easier to drink than I thought, with flaxseed right in there.
It's delicious with lemonade.
It's very good. Okay. Get rid of distractions is your next tip.
Yeah.
That sounds easier than said than done.
Every day, what you got to do is clear off your desk of everything except what you need to study.
Okay.
And if you're on the phone when you know you should be studying, you're going to feel bad because you know you should be studying. So,
and that conjures up some emotional stress, right?
Yep. So you're going to lose confidence. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to turn off all your electronics.
To actually hold that button down. That's hard for some people, especially the younger set. That's really a difficult move for them.
It's not hard if you want to do well.
Okay. So 3, be prepared. This comes with several steps.
Yes. There's set a goal, because everybody knows if you've got a goal, you're much more likely to be successful. But don't aim just to pass, because for sure you're going to fail.
Okay.
So aim high for the 80s and 90s, because it's going to raise your level of ambition and raise your level of self-confidence.
My parents would say aim for 100.
That's perfectly
and then
fine
if you fall 15 short, you're still at 85. That's pretty good.
Okay, so you've got to understand the material too.
Of course, right.
So if you understand it, then you're much more likely to remember it, and you're going to feel good about it.
So understanding trumps memorization every time. So don't just like try and remember the text, actually try and process it.
Well, you still need to memorize, but you have to understand what you're memorizing.
I see. All right, and final tip here, boost confidence. How exactly do I do that?
Well, what's important here is do this when you're writing a test, okay? So boost your confidence while you're writing a test. So read every question. Every question that you come to that you know the answer to, you answer it right away.
Okay.
So the ones that you don't know the answer to right away, then you skip it, and you do the same thing for every question all the way down to the bottom.
So rock the ones you know.
Yep, and then you come back and you try to answer the ones that you didn't know right away. So this is what I call a brain dump. Because it's like water skiing. You're afraid that the water is cold.
Right.
So, but you don't really know that for sure. But if you gather up just enough courage to just jump right in, and then you find out, hey, it's okay.
All right. It'll be okay. That's right.
So same thing for a test.
Not to mention, one of my profs always said, why wouldn't you do all the answers you know right away so you wouldn't leave any behind? Like, you know, if you run out of time, there could be some you know at the end of the test. So a doubly good tip right there. I know you're in town, in fact, in Gatineau today, talking about what?
Concussions.
Okay.
I'll be giving an introduction to extraordinary solutions for concussions.
All right, so look for that. It's Knockout Concussions, Secrets to Designing a Healthy Brain That Your Medical Doctor Will Never Know About. Dr. Joanny Liu, thank you so much for coming in and sharing those tips for busting up anxiety, in fact.